Greetings, hello, friend. I'm glad you're here. My name's Susan McCulley. Welcome to Dancing Water. I'm here to offer a Dancing Water daily practice, and today is Saturday, and that means that I am offering an Ajna practice. Ajna is a Sanskrit word that means self and inner knowing. And so on Saturdays, I offer something that you can take out and play with on your own and create for yourself. This week in our practices, we've been anchoring our attention on calm and how calm is our natural state and how we can choose to practice calm. And that in fact, when we do practice calm, it is just as contagious as any virus. It's interesting when I do health coaching and other interactions with people about the things that they want to create in their lives, whether it's more health and well-being, better nutrition, more financial stability, better relationships, whatever it is. One of the exercises I often do is I do what I call a 5-layer of whys. So I ask people to say, I want to um, be more active. And I ask them why. And they say, well, I want to feel better in my body. And I say, why? And they say, because I want to be able to play with my kids and I want to be able to travel and hike. And I say, why? And as we dig down deeper and deeper into almost everything that people want in their lives, it comes down to a sense of peace and calm. That's really at the essence of what most of us want to create. So, I'm going to offer you 3 different practices that you can explore for yourself. And I hope that you will play with these and let me know how they work for you. And I'm also very interested to know other things that you do that create calm and ease and relaxation in your own system. So, 3 things. 3. One of them is developmental movement. Now, if you go to my blog, which is Focus Pocus, The Magic of Inquiry and Intent. You can find it at focuspocusnow.com. You're going to find all kinds of links and all kinds of resources there. So last week, our Ajna practice was some developmental movement. It was called the 5 Stages of Self-Healing, and I did a little video on that, so you can go back and see that. I'm going to offer you a different practice of developmental movement today. And the second thing, number 2, is music. Is one of the things that I've used since I was a teenager to calm my perpetually anxious nervous system is music. I am going to use a piece of music when I do this developmental movement that I kind of like, but there are some others that I will also have on the blog. So please check those out, but also tell me what music calms you. What do you listen to and just feel yourself soothed? And number 3 is meditation. Now, meditation is something that I resisted for years. I did not want to sit. I did not want to do it. And so when I say meditation, I am saying this in a very broad way. First of all, I will say, and I've said this before, my favorite app in the world is called Insight Timer. This is a free app. It has tens of thousands of meditations. And I use these a lot, especially when I'm in distress. I use guided meditation rather than silence to help me anchor in whatever practice it is that I am after. I've found several wonderful ones on Calm, and there are links. There's a link to that in the blog as well. But I also find that when I'm walking, especially alone in nature, I find that that is a kind of meditation that really soothes me. I know that many people are gardeners, and just having their hands in the dirt is something that is grounding and relaxing and calming. Um, you know, all kinds of different kinds of movement. What is it that calms you? And in a real way, what really calms you? So those are my three offerings, and I would like to show you this developmental movement. It was developed by Anne Green Gilbert. It's called Brain Dance. I was actually introduced to it by a beloved teacher and friend of mine, Emily Wright, and again, in the resources, you will find a fascinating short little paper by Anne Green Gilbert, which tells about all of the benefits of all of 8 stages of the brain dance. And I'll also link you to Emily's work, which is phenomenal, and I cannot recommend her highly enough. She rocks so big. So developmental movement. Let's take a look. I'm going to start a little bit of music just to give us something to play with. And developmental movement is movement that we, in principle, did as children as we were developing as human beings. And sometimes we didn't get all of the stages, we didn't get all of the movement. And there is this almost magical quality to developmental movement in that even if you missed or you didn't get the full benefit of the movement when you were an infant, you can do it over as an adult. It's never too late. So there are 8 stages. Let's begin with the first one. It's breath. The first thing you ever did was take an inhale breath. So fill your body and breathe into your belly. Inhaling and exhaling fully. Feeling yourself stretch open and then empty out. Yeah, calming, relaxing quality of breath. Then we move to the second stage is tactile, which is touch. First thing you did after you were born is you were touched. So feel your own hands connecting to your body. Begin by squeezing surfaces, kneading your tissue. Feel yourself here. And then you can scrub, brush, any kind of tactile sensation. Yeah. Then if you've ever been around little babies, one of the things that they will do is they'll be all curled up and then they'll stretch out. Core and distal is the third stage of the brain dance. Core and distal, moving from the inside out, feeling from your belly button squeeze in and then reach out. Breathing. Right? You can breathe and touch as part of this third stage. You can wrap and unwrap. Then beginning to awaken the spine. So the fourth stage is head and tail movement. I'm going to do this from the side so you can see. The top of my spine comes all the way up behind my eyebrows. And so you want to move from the very top of your spine. And one really good way of doing that is looking around. And then moving at the very bottom of your spine, your sacrum, your coccyx, way at the base of your spine. And feel that head-tail movement. You can move front and back, side to side, but just feeling the top and the bottom. And then noticing your upper and lower body. So grounding your lower body and letting your upper body move. So creating some body organization. So grounding and reaching. Yeah. And then you can do it the other way around too. You can ground with your upper body and move with your lower body. It's a way of both expanding, creating possibility, reaching for things, while also staying grounded. Yeah. Upper and lower. And then side body, organizing side to side, feeling left side and right side. How is it that I can organize my body in different ways? And similarly to upper lower, we're going to ground on one side and move on the other. Right, and you may notice a difference side to side, and that's totally normal. Right, good. And then feeling cross-lateral movement. So cross-lateral movement comes along the diagonal. And this is very natural. This is what we do when we walk, doing cross-lateral movement. You can also do this on the floor. You can do cross-lateral movement in crawling and creeping. And you can go back to the 5 stages of self-healing to see more of that. You can even do this sort of as if you were climbing up a wall. Yeah? Yeah. And then finally, vestibular movement. So this is movement of the inner ear and playing with balance and turning. So you can turn your body. Something that makes you feel dizzy is actually part of the vestibular movement, right? You can also, feel free to pause if you get yourself dizzy, playing with vestibular movement is to getting your head lower than your foot. So playing with your head placement in space. Yeah. Good. And you can also begin the brain dance with vestibular movement and then move through the 8 stages again. These are great movements to do with people of any age. Children love them. You can do them on the floor, on a chair, in a bed, and of course standing. You can do any kind of variation. It's wonderful for the nervous system. It's a great way to begin movement. So I really invite you to play with both the brain dance and with 5 stages of self-healing as ways of bringing calm to your body. So, developmental movement, music, and meditation, however that looks in your body and in your life. So, I would love to hear more about how this works for you. What is it that brings calm to you? Thank you for being part of the Dancing Water Daily community. Please do subscribe to my YouTube channel and to my blog where you'll get lots and lots of good resources. And do share these practices. Passing them on is a huge gift to me. And if you'd like to help support the continued creation of Dancing Water Daily practices for you and for anybody who can use them, no matter what their means, there's a link below to offer a financial contribution. For all of it, I am deeply grateful, and I am deeply grateful for you. Go out and find calm. Mwah. Take care.